A day in the life of surviving these harsh Florida streets.
Coronavirus! Coronavirus!
The coronavirus hot zone. How do I stay alive? How do I make it day to day in this war zone that we call Florida? And though, with all due respect, California is number one. So, by the way, I've lived in Florida all my life, so if there's anyone to take advice from, it would be me. No COVID-19 yet, hopefully, knock on wood. No COVID-19 symptoms yet, hopefully, knock on wood. I want you guys to see what it's really like out here. Are people going around kissing each other, coughing on each other, spitting in each other's mouths? I'm pretty sure that's what people think is going on in Florida, when in reality, look at that. People wearing their face masks. Hello, thank you very much. But it's really not like that. It's not like that.
Well, Florida has again marked its deadliest day yet in the coronavirus pandemic. 19's Walter Morris is in Miami with more on these latest numbers tonight. Walter.
Well, Craig, 253 deaths reported, breaking the state's record for a third day in a row. And with more than 40% of the state's new COVID cases here in South Florida.
When I hear about Florida in the news, it really does feel like I am living in a war zone when my reality is not like that. And I just wanted to give you guys a glimpse of what life is like. And I'm in Broward County. It's like, not ground zero, because I think Miami-Dade is ground zero. But it's like ground one. Young people wearing their face masks. Parking lots are not even a quarter full. Taco Bell parking lot, 2 cars. Even though it is usually like that, so whatever. Someone else wearing her face mask. You guys think Florida is this reckless state? No, sir. Judith, about to go inside of Aldi with her face mask. Thank you very much. Don't forget your quarter. People adequately socially distancing. Back from shopping. See this? We all do that. Thank you very much. Dunkin' Donuts closed. Hookah shop, nobody. Church closed. Gas station empty. CBD oil closed. And shenanigans, right? Empty. McDonald's, come on. When have you not ever seen a long ass line outside of McDonald's? I'll wait. Look at that. Dining room closed. Can you believe that? When it comes to our spike, crazy record-breaking numbers of COVID-19 cases in South Florida, I have a few stories to tell you. A close family friend was tested and found out that she was positive. She was asymptomatic, thank goodness. I mean, a few little things here and there. She felt a minor headache. She felt just not like herself, as she describes it. She just didn't feel like herself. Because she lives in a house with her 2 kids, she did her best to have as little contact as possible with her 2 kids. Fast forward a few weeks, she goes and gets another test just to confirm that now she's gotten through that 2-week, self-quarantine, and then it'll go away, which, by the way, I don't really understand how that happens either, but I'm not a virologist, I'm not an immunologist, I'm not any ologist, so that's okay. So fast forward through a week, she gets tested. She calls for the results, and though they have her most recent result, which was negative. They don't have a record of her previous result in which she was positive. What happened was someone called her to tell her, hey ma'am, you tested positive for COVID-19. Hang up. She took their word for it, I would have no reason not to. That's how I've gotten all of my test results, honestly. Even some, that's how I've gotten all of my test results. Now that she has tried to confirm that positive with paperwork, there is no paperwork. So then my question is how do we know she was ever positive? If there is not a paper trail to verify that positive result, how do we know she was ever positive? Which could explain the fact that she was, quote unquote, for the most part, asymptomatic. It happens, but sometimes you can be asymptomatic for something because you don't have it. Another one occurring in South Florida, which apparently has happened to several people. A woman going to, I think it was either a clinic or an urgent care to get tested. Fills out the paperwork, realizes there's way too many people in the waiting room, and she felt like she was putting herself in greater risk of getting it if she didn't already have it by being in that waiting room with a lot of people. So she goes home and she gets a call not too long after that saying, hi miss, you've tested positive. Positive for what? COVID-19. I didn't even take the damn test. So these Florida numbers are quite, I don't know, they're a little suspect.
Tonight, the mayors of several cities in Miami-Dade are locked in a funding feud with the county mayor, and they're fired up. Florida funding fight over COVID relief is heating up. Thanks to the CARES Act, Miami-Dade getting more than $470 million from the federal government. Since the 34 cities in Dade weren't eligible to get any money directly from the feds, it's up to the county to figure out where it goes, and that's where things went left. Earlier this month, the county telling cities they get $135 million, but earlier this week, they cut that number to just $30 million.
That's a number that was put in there when we thought that that's what the cities would need. But that number can move up. The number can move down.
Carlos Jimenez.
Question, who really benefits from Florida's spike in numbers? It's making me suspect a lot.